Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Rockabye Starcraft. This is not a game I missed, because I was busy adulting or taking care of a baby. This was sent in by a viewer. And if you want to ask yourself, I'm sorry, I can do that? Yes, you can. One of these two gentle persons linked this replay in a previous video, which is of course a perfectly acceptable way of doing this. Also, you could email me at marshgaming@gmail.com, or you could find me on Twitter under Marsh, and you can DM me a replay. Anyway, here we are, casting the replay of either this fine gentleman, which is PlayAround, representing the Terran race of the Corpulu sector, and over here we have Soft-ish, not soft, but soft-ish, playing for Zerg, the great honor of Kerrigan. Now, from what I could tell from the portrait when coming into this game, this is approximately Masters. And I must tell you, I am stupid about colors, so I don't know. We could be talking Diamond, but it looked Masters to me. So this should be a fairly decent game without too much fannying about or any wildly weird builds. And indeed, for PlayAround, we have a Reaper Expand, and for his opponent we had a... Are we going to do anything? I'm going to stand here. Okay. For his opponent we had a Hatch into Gas into Spawning Pool. So everything you might expect in an early TVZ. Keeping the Reaper at home just until the first of the Marines is out after that. Just so if there were any Zerglings that Softish had made, which indeed he has, and he'd sent some around in order to stop the building of this, then PlayAround is, of course, perfectly safe against that. The disadvantage of that is his scout is later, and the queen is most definitely out to guard it. So PlayAround knows that there is a base here, but that is as far as we are. Doesn't try to delay or cancel the taking that third, and loses that Reaper. So there goes the early map control, although he might just take that back fairly soon. Alright, going for 2-1-1 sort of thing, but with some early Hellions. Not going for the 1-1-1, which is so popular these days. Yes, you were not in position, dear Marine. That's one SCV, that's going to be one Marine, and I think that's probably as much as he can get done with these Zerglings. Alright, back on home with you. That was good though. That was very much worth it for Softish, who at the back of this got the drone up. Wait, did he get a scout off? Did he see what was going on there? No, but he does with this Overlord. So he knows that something Banshee-ish can be going his way. Wait, did I say 2-1-1? That's because I can't count. Are there two barracks? There are two barracks. Yes. Counting is hard. Right, what are we going to get from that starport? Well, nothing at the moment. Nothing's going to be built from the starport. Building some Hellions, building 2 more of those. No armory, that's about to come out, so we're not getting any hell-bat shenanigans. And there are the spores. Even by not building anything, but just putting that starport on that tech lab, Did he force out one? Or did we get another one? No, just the one spore. Okay. Very nice and economic by Softish. Let's see what these Hellions can do by PlayAround. Now, Hellions, not the greatest unit to have against Queens. Queens with their not light and with their 1 armor don't take a great deal of damage here. We did see these two being swapped around, by the way, so we can start building some tanks if we so choose. And with 2 medevacs, maybe we can drop these somewhere where our opponent doesn't expect it. Yes, nice control that by Softish. Doesn't let his Zerglings walk into a barbecue. There's that first tank there. The upgrades for Softish, and PlayAround is not going to do that just yet. Where are those medevacs? Over here. Not going to be dropping any Hellions into the mineral line here. Oh, there are 2 spores. Okay. Of course, with this map, you don't really need to spore up your main base. Oh, once again, trying to get those Zerglings to come on in. Softish is on top of his control there. Ooh, and let's see if we can get us around. Queens, come on forward, and no, it's just going to move in. There we go, and PlayAround is not paying attention. It does try to move out of the way now, but it is too late. That is all of the Hellions right there. Let's see if we can go a different way, and this is where these 2 spore crawlers can come in handy quite well. Of course, this side automatically defended. Take out that overlord that was here. Should be perfectly visible here. Anyway, with the queens over here and these spore crawlers over here, you don't want to go there, and indeed PlayAround does not. That double drop, but he's going to have to go into this field over here or move over here in the corner, but that is a lot of queens right there, and the queens with their transfusions are going to be able to push them back, but not take out that medevac, even though that was another 3 hits away from going down. Yes. 2-2 on the way for Softish. 1-1 going on for PlayArounds. Got the 1 tank. No, he's got a 2nd tank. Where's the 2nd tank? Over there. Right. Have no banelings, or indeed, do we have a baneling nest? We don't have a baneling nest against a bio-playing Terran. But going for an early hive. Interesting. Zergling, baneling, Hydralisk been very popular against this. Zergling, baneling. Mutalisk sometimes is done, but we don't have a baneling nest, we don't have a spire. We just have 54 Zerglings in order to deal with this, and if PlayAround can get into a decent position with his back against the wall and maybe all of the medevacs in place healing everything, he might have a very hard time without banelings or any distance units. Softish, on the other hand, has plenty of time seeing this coming with all the overlords getting taken out. There is a baneling nest. Oh, and that is a lot of banelings indeed. Oh, but PlayAround is going around just by pure luck, sort of walks around, or indeed that was mentioned, and gets all of the warping banelings. Oh, this is very fortunate timing by PlayAround, and now he's got position. Now he's got position around one side, 2 prongs, and cancels that 5th base. A lot of time for Softish though to come up with a response, and we've got indeed a lot of Zerglings here, but they're all going to come from one side, and there are no banelings. no banelings, and all these tanks managed to get into very prime position, covering all different axes, and there goes the third base down. Oh, we're still another 4 seconds away from all the bailings, and here we go. Speed not yet done yet, but here we go. Alright, nice spreads there by PlayAround, and here come all the Zerglings. And now that all the Marines are gone, these Zerglings are going to clean up the tanks just fine, but we have lost a lot there. Only 5 workers, but an entire base. There's another base there, of course you can transfer to. That's already full. Yes, you have 78 drones, and 78 drones will need a home. So, first base is out. This, very good for Softish. However, he held and bought him time. Time he now has. A lot of these things he does now not have. But what do you get? Well, Ultralisks are very larva inexpensive. And what are these guys going to do against it? Only got 1-1, 2-2, still a fair bit away. Only a couple of Marauders, 1 tank. This might be very hard to hold. Here we go. Alright, well, we do not have chitinous plating quite yet, so the Ultralisks aren't quite as impossible to kill as they will be, but with a nice Ultralisk flank coming in from 3 different directions. But there's no creep. There's no creep, and there's indeed no endless kiting and lots of medevacs to deal with it. And there we go. Alright, lots of Zerglings coming on in there, but the medevacs are good. Could have probably left those down there with only the 7 Zerglings left, but there we are. Alright, PlayAround fortifying his position. 2-2 almost done. Chitinous plating is there. Do we have any Ultralisk for that? Well, 3. So by being out on the map, by pressuring his opponent, PlayAround has made sure that certainly 9 Ultralisks with chitinous plating and adrenal glands would have been a far harder nut to crack. Although of course he does have double the supply. Got this base to go to, and nope, Softish is going to give that up. Once again morphing those banelings, but the banelings morph is too late, just as it was the previous 2 times. Oh wait, this is nice maneuvering there by PlayAround, getting those Marauders all the way at the front. And here we go with the kiting once again. Softish really needs to get those Zerglings to go around and hold those guys in place, and instead they just run around interfering with the Ultralisk. And here is the pickup once again. Did clean up that tank though, but this is down once again. This base is safely up. This base is up once again. Where are we with the upgrades? There we go. Alright, 3-3 versus 2-2 adrenal glands and adrenal glands. Adrenal glands and chitinous plating. And morphing banelings before having to fight. So Softish finally in a good position. How is PlayAround going to deal with this? Well, he's got Liberators now, which are certainly very good against an Ultralisk. And lots of Marauders. Not so many things. Oh, here we go. Catching his opponent on seat, but there's no bailing speed. Why is there no bailing speed? But that is enough though, even without the bailing speed. Softish managed to get on in there and clean up. Well, there was the cleaning up just before there was no more army to trap him, and a very small army of PlayAround to stim and win. PV overextends, no he does not, and Softish once again with the Morph, are you going to get bailing speed yet? No, he does not. Going to take out this once again. And Softish will need something to deal with the Liberator. And he's going to get Vipers. Vipers are good in yanking them, but you need something to shoot them. Again, luring any units of Softish in that kill zone. Hydralisks, there we go. Do we have any upgrades for Hydralisk? No, we do not. Although to kill a Liberator, if that's going to be your one and only task, that may not be the most upgrade intensive thing. Here we go, once again. 130 armor supply, 263, all Marauders, all Marines, and 1 tank. 5 Liberators. Here we go. Spreading out, setting up the approach. Softish can now respond by looping some units around. Indeed, he doesn't have a great deal of those. And here we go, coming in with the Ultralisk. No, he decides to give it up, and here is 3-3 down. Excellent. Fair fight, and whatever edge Softish had is now gone, with the upgrades being the same, and now it is army supply for PlayAround, vastly outnumbering his opponent. Does get a fair good bunch of nibbles off, does PlayAround as Softish expands over here. And now we're going to push in for this not base, or at least we're going to defend this base and then just kill this, because our opponent can't reach us. Although going on through there, coming on in with those Bailings, but Bailings do not get the soft squishy units just yet, get a lot of Marauders. And here we go, that is some very nice blinding clouds there, taking care of that 1 tank. But now there's nothing left. Hydralisks are coming in 1-on-1 into that kill zone, and Softish says, GG, well played. PlayAround takes the game.